So today I want to talk about the reason you don't get what you want. There's one reason, so stay tuned because we're going to get started right now. And if you think you know what it is, put it in the comments while the intro is playing. There's a lot of reasons that people say that you don't get what you want, but here is a great quote by Rudyard Kipling. It says, if you don't get what you want, it's a sign either that you did not seriously want it or that you tried to bargain over the price. What does that mean? Bargain over the price. Here's the thing is that we live in a universe of energy. Everything is energy. You've heard me say this probably ad nauseum if you've watched me at all. Energy is the price that you pay for whatever it is that you want. It isn't money. People think, as I talk about myself as the queen of magic and queen of magic money and all of those things, money is just a tool. It's just literally, I could use this as money if that's what we all agreed upon. I could use this as money if that's what we all agreed upon. We've agreed upon this thing, this currency, whether it be crypto or coins or dollars in any particular country. The money is irrelevant. The energy that you're transmitting, that you are spending to create whatever it is that you want, is that price. There is an energetic price to everything. So here's my question. The fact is that energetically, you are spending your spiritual coin. What is that? It's the time and attention that you give to whatever it is that you want, number one. But it's where your focus is. What are you giving time and attention to that's not what you want? Maybe it's overeating. Maybe it's not moving. Maybe it's spending time with relationships that are not supporting you. Maybe it's surrounding yourself with those people that are not benefiting your mindset. There's so many different ways. If you think about, you get at the beginning of every day, 24, we call it a day on this planet, 24 hours. How are you spending that coin? That 24 hours, 60 minutes in each one of those hours, how are you spending that? So if you look in terms of comparing it or contrasting it to how we spend money, there's lots of ways that you can spend money that may or may not serve you. But that is the time and energy component that I'm speaking of. It's all in that price that Kipling talks about. Bargaining. So every day you bargain, you begin the day and say, okay, am I going to get up? Am I going to have a cup of coffee? Am I going to take a shower? I'm going to brush my teeth. I'm going to make my bed. I'm going to make some calls. I'm going to leap into work instead of meditating and setting myself up for the day. Am I investing my time and my energy in those places that will give me a return that is exponential to what I'm currently doing? So right now, you're bargaining for what it is that you want. Every single minute of every single day, you're making a choice, you're bargaining for what you want. So how can you begin to look at that from a different perspective? When you bargain, think about that. Let's go back to back in the day, we called it when I was growing up, the good old days. And we would bargain before there was money, and you were going to a trade, you're going to an outpost and you were trading furs for sugar or coffee or whatever, and you would bargain, I'll give you 2 furs for this much of this. Right? We're doing that every day, but we don't look at it so linear anymore. What we do is we've fallen into these habits of a belief system that is now very, very routine and rote. So in order to break that pattern, you must begin to look at and review every single day, every single moment with what is it, the bargain that I'm making. By doing this, what am I getting over here? Am I trading 2 furs for a bag of coffee? Am I trading 2 furs for another blanket? So what I want to begin to implant in you is that this whole process that I'm going to begin in 2024 is that this bargaining, this new reality is your choice. You get to choose what you're going to pay, the mental equivalent, the spiritual coin for what it is that you desire. And I can assure you that up until today, in this moment, whatever practice you have established to pay for what you have in this moment, if you continue to practice that and pay that price, you will get the same thing. So what are you ready and willing to bargain for now? Maybe you have to release something. Maybe you have to incorporate something. Maybe you have to shift in your thought process. There's so many different ways energetically that you pay your price for what it is that you desire in your life. So the question is, number one, as Kipling says, maybe you don't really want it that much. So that's the first question to ask. So we'll just assume that you do when you say you do. And the second is, what is the price that you're willing to pay? And I don't mean to struggle and strive, but there is an equivalent. It's not about no price. It's not about no energy expended, because we live in a world of energy. So what is the energy, direction, price, source that you're willing to pay for what it is that you want? Great question to think about. Stay tuned for more magic. 2024 is going to be amazing. Bye.